What is your favorite thing to do with your significant other? Honestly, just existing. I like knowing that when I wake up, he's there. When we go to bed, I can roll over and hug him. When I eat, there's always him to enjoy it with. When I go somewhere, I have him to come home to. When I laugh or cry, he's my mirror. Drive around, or walk around, and chat about everything and nothing. Nobody's going to say boning lol. I'm a fan of asking him about anything he knows lots about and I don't, and him enthusiastically explaining it to me. Mine is the type of guy that if he thought of it, he's researched it, and now he remembers it forever. I found out the other day why water towers are above ground and how the water system works to get to every person's house. He has no reason to know this knowledge besides at one point he also asked the question why are water towers above ground, and went out and found the answer. He gets so excited that I find an interest in the knowledge he's just randomly accumulated over his lifetime. We love playing board games together. We own about 40 different games, and are always on the lookout for new ones. We also live in the south, so when it's warm we love to go swimming at the pool or float the river. We go hiking almost every day with our dog. Sometimes when we're feeling lazy we'll skip the hike and just go to the river. If we're playing music, which we always are, we like pretending as if we're in the music video. This can range from us dancing to us trying to look cool like some rappers do in the music videos and of course smiling to an invisible camera. I love just riffing with him. We always take weird subjects and just go and go. I don't think anyone can make me laugh like he can. Hanging out in bed drinking coffee on Saturday mornings. After so many years of early out the door to sports things for the kids and other obligations, we have no plans ever before noon on Saturday unless absolutely necessary. Also, we bought a boat this summer. I love weekends with all the kids and our friends, but during the week we sneak away and go out at least once alone. We play card games and video games together. Basically any activity where we can spend time together is our favorite thing. We just enjoy each other's company and being in each other's space. Laying in bed talking about whatever, sharing funny stories or videos with each other. A thing we do is we quote movies and shows in our daily conversations and if the other person doesn't pick up on the line right away, we turn it into a guessing game. We get really into it. Going out together, especially because he likes to do this thing where he won't tell me where we are going. He drives, I don't. It ends up being a fun surprise, even if it's not something super interesting. I just love spending time together, even if we're doing different things. I'm literally sitting on the floor writing this in his home office while he works. Crash out in bed / on the couch together, turn on something that's obscure and / or of dubious quality from Netflix / Hulu / etc. to have on as background and then just talk and bullshit about life, everything and nothing all at once. Watch nature documentaries and discuss, or just hang out in the same room, on the couch occasionally cuddling but each focusing on reading our own book. Cooking a new recipe together, walks and birdwatching. My boyfriend and I love cycling. Nothing too fancy, just riding around nature and enjoying each other's company. Also, I love when he scratches my head / touches my hair, and he likes doing it, so whenever we're watching TV or something and he does this, we both get super relaxed. It's so nice. Laying in bed together at night and being so tired and laughing at the dumbest stuff until we're crying. We are the funniest people we know. We do skincare together. Face masks, lip scrub, nail polish, moisturizer. The whole thing? I do it for myself anyway and they like the extra TLC. Snuggling on the couch with a good TV show and maybe a pet or going somewhere and reading books, coffee shop, bar, park. Spending quality time together in person, playing video games or watching a show together. Oh, and sex of course. Hehe. We've been playing a ton of video games. He's never played Portal 2 so we're working through that one RN and it's been a lot of fun playing co-op instead of competitive. I recently got us memberships to the museum a mile down the road. We've been taking nice strolls to the museum when they have a new exhibit, then grabbing some food at our favorite restaurant next door. The walk is along the river, and far enough from the tourist trap part of town that it's always a pretty and relaxing walk. There's so many small things that I love doing. I love when he falls asleep and he turns away from me and I become the big spoon for a while before I sleep. I also adore the time between when I go to bed and when he comes to bed. I get ready for bed and get settled and browse Reddit for a while before he comes into the bed and we chat, kiss, and cuddle. I love listening to stories he tells me, even if he thinks they might bore me. They never do. I love it when he opens up to me. It makes me feel so close to him. There's so much more that I enjoy doing, but those are some of the favorites I can think of right now. Honestly, I feel the most safe when I'm asleep in his arms, so that's very high on my list. As for awake activities, having someone around for the mundane tasks of life makes them much more enjoyable. Also exploring our local parks/mountains/city. And the sex. The sex is wonderful. We sneak around corners, obviously peek, and make half-hearted attempts to scare each other. For some reason it always cracks me up. He's a pretty serious man, but love him reserving that goofy side for me. Cuddle? I never met someone who was so tactile and fits my desire for physical touch so perfectly. I honestly find it hard to tear myself away when I have to. Anything in close proximity. Cuddles, hugs, massages. Sometimes we'll be doing two separate things, but his head will be resting in between my thighs for comfort. My love language is touch, so I soak it in. Lots of things, so it's hard to say one thing, but my favorite part of every day is when we have coffee in bed together in the morning. It's a great way to start the day. We can talk about what is going to happen in our day and have some closeness and support before we have to get up and go do it. Makes it feel like we are a great team. I love that. But also sex and swimming together are favorite things. Walk and talk. Last time I saw him, we just walked miles, looking at old and new buildings, chatting about out or not, people watching, and then got pissed on some steps. My boyfriend and I are long distance, but we have a thing where we choose a show to binge watch whenever we get the chance to visit. I always look forward to it and even hold off on watching something I'm interested in just to binge it with him. Watch something with science or math or whatever involved. We discuss stuff as we watch it, and then if we are confused, we pause it and look shit up. Great fun actually. We take long drives together, keep the radio off, and just talk. A week ago, when I got off of work at 11 a.m., Hubs picked me up, and we drove 3.5 hours to a satellite office of his employers. While there, he did his IT thing, and I waited around. After an hour, he was done, and we were on our way back for another 3.5 hours of talking. The drive removes distractions. We are both tech-heavy people. So we've always got our noses in a phone app, a laptop, etc. To have those distractions unavailable, and to be able to reconnect with each other at our most basic level, is refreshing and rejuvenating. No matter where the conversation veers, we both know it's going to be informative, sarcastic, perhaps slightly salacious, and fun. On that one drive, we discovered a brand new fave lunch place, a brand new and not so fave dinner spot, and managed to take a 30-minute stop at a thrift store where we both found some awesome things. After all, what's a drive if you can't have a few mini adventures to share? 3 weeks prior, we had taken another drive, where we went to a place for beignets and café au lait, then drove on a winding road to look at old homes and talk. It lasted 5 hours. We both loved the time together.